Before we get to the video, if you would like to help me stop the madness, then please visit madnessnation.net to get all of your merchandise, or simply hit the link in the description below to donate. Remember, I cannot stop the madness without you. Madness.
All right, now, this Diddy trial is pretty much over, and they pretty much just trying to wait for the jury to come back on whether if they think he's guilty or not. Now, a lot of people believe that this was all for show. They didn't prove anything. This was just to publicly humiliate Diddy. That's what a lot of people believe. Then you got people that's like, no, they proved their case pretty much. They proved their case. You know, with a Rico, you only got to prove like two things. So now we about to see if Diddy's about to go to prison for a very long time, or if he's going to get out, and if he's going to go back. I'll tell you right now, if Diddy is found not guilty, he is going to throw the biggest Diddy party that you have ever seen in your life. Now, they was saying that the prosecution has dropped the kidnapping, arson, and aiding and abetting sex trafficking charges. But then they came out, Megan came out. If any of y'all look at these stories online, you know who Megan is. It says that he's not charged with kidnapping or arson. Those are overt acts for the racketeering conspiracy charge, which is definitely not being dropped. So it says today it's been reported that certain charges against Diddy have been dropped as the prosecution and defense prepare to give their closing arguments. Megan Cuniff has provided clarity in what this means for his case. The prosecution is still hoping to convict Diddy on certain elements of sex trafficking, including corrosion and non-consent. But the element of aiding and abetting sex trafficking, they believe they failed to prove. As for kidnapping and arson, he was never officially charged with that, but the prosecution originally wanted to prove that in order to satisfy the Rico charge. They ultimately believed they were unable to prove those specific parts of racketeering, so they're removing the element as a whole. So he's still being charged with Rico and sex trafficking. Some elements of those charges have just been removed. So that's what's going on right now. Now, y'all need to let me know. Do you think Diddy is going to get away? Do you think Diddy is going to walk away? Do you think he is going to walk out that courthouse and beat the feds and then make a song about it? Because you know everything that a rapper / entertainer do is make a song when they beat the feds. Now, a lot of people believe that Diddy ain't really guilty or nothing. They just believe that he's extremely freaky. Now, we done seen or heard a lot of the things that was going on in these freak offs. You know, Cassie, the other chick, all the baby oil that you can possibly imagine, the escorts. They even released the text messages of the escort service. And he was basically saying like these people couldn't even perform. They saying, what you mean they couldn't perform? They only, offer companionship and time. Now, we all know that an escort service offers more than companionship and time. But of course, they got to do it under the guise of companionship and time because, prostitution and everything like that is illegal. So they're offering more than, time and, comfort and all that stuff. Trust me, these escorts are getting down, as you can see within the Diddy case. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know if he's guilty or if you think he's innocent. Or do you believe that even though he may be guilty, that you still will vote for him to be not guilty because these was grown people who was doing this, and not only was they doing these activities with him, they continue to do these activities with him, even though they had ample opportunity to leave and not do it. Everybody got their own choices to make. Some people don't make them. Diddy, is he guilty or innocent? You let me know. Hit that like, comment, subscribe button.